The idea of a hospitality home simmered in the privacy of my thoughts for a long time, often surfacing in my adoration hours. It eventually became clear it was lodging itself in my heart and mind, with no intention of departing. And so, tentatively, I began to act. I drafted and sent a long letter to 50 people or so, describing the vision, asking for feedback, and inviting them to participate in a brainstorming session. When it came to the Maggie's Place vision, my heart was simple. I wanted to be with people. I wanted to serve. I wanted my life to be shared with others. I wanted to know Christ in my daily work. It was a Christian response to offer hospitality and to love people who were scared and alone. It was that simple.
It started as a creation of 5 young women that really went in blind and just put their faith in God that this was something they needed to do. And the moms started coming and the babies started being born. When I look back over 15 years and see that we've crossed, 700 moms and babies served at some point in their lives, it's an incredible foundation that's been laid. What we really do is model a loving family, and you can focus on things that are going to improve your life, improve your stability, and really improve your parenting skills.
Count the circles. Can I get a high five?
My mom took me to a safer place, coming to Maggie's Place. And Maggie's Place has helped my mom stop doing bad drugs and do the right things and make the right decisions. Throughout the years, they've helped us get what we needed, give us the supplies we needed, and still now today, they still do the same thing.
Maggie's Place has really become more than a job in that I look at it as a lifestyle. I form relationships with the people that I work with, and I also form relationships with the women that we've served that are long-standing. One that really stands out is my relationship with Michelle and Malaya. I met Michelle when I was a Mission Corps member at the Elizabeth House. Just got to know her really well through living in community with her and kept up the relationship after she left. The biggest parts is that Malaya was the flower girl at my wedding.
I am just so grateful, so grateful for Maggie's Place. Came in February 2007. I walked into the Elizabeth House for the first time, and I was taken back in the love that was there when I first walked in the door. I had a banner with my name on it that said, "Welcome home." I brought my daughter home there for the first time. I just fell in love, and I've been a part of Maggie's Place ever since.
One word that I would describe Maggie's Place is love. They helped my mom they gave her food and a house to live in, gave me a bike, and they gave me a lot of candy and a lot of books.
It's for a moment of your life where you are in a cocoon. And when you're in, you go through a metamorphosis almost. If you really stick to the values and think about what you're learning and being reconditioned, you're relearning life. I know from my life and with Maggie's Place and going to school, I work now at ASU, I sit back sometimes and say, I was a 20-year-old girl pregnant, lost, alone, no husband, no man, no family, but I'm sitting amongst the president of one of the most major universities. And that's why I'm forever indebted in love with Maggie's Place.
Before Maggie's Place, when I found out I was pregnant, my son's dad left, basically. I wasn't super close to my mom at the time, and she was extremely unhappy that I was pregnant. And my dad recommended to me that I call a crisis pregnancy centers. Maggie's Place did so much for us, even when Zeke was little, just providing diapers for us and offering different classes or counseling. There was always somebody there for us.
Maggie's Place helped my mom be a better mom by helping her know what to do and give her the things she needs. Magnificent is my word to describe Maggie's Place, and I say that because they help and give to people.
There's a saying that I've heard since the beginning: once a Maggie's Place mom, always a Maggie's Place mom.
Hey, how are you?
But now that we have the Alumni Center and a facility that we've been blessed with to really build out programming, we have an opportunity to put a lot of structure. Because the one thing about the Maggie's Place moms we are family, and they feel safe here. It's that connection to the past and all the support that they had. I think it's just allowing them to utilize a lot more resources because they feel comfortable where they're receiving them.
Being here at Maggie's Place has helped me grow in so many ways. I used to be so shy and introverted, but now I can reach out to others in the way Maggie's Place has done to me. The first Christmas that I spent here, Maggie's Place helps you get Christmas presents for the children that live with you, and obviously my older children weren't living with me, and I didn't have enough money to get them gifts, and so I was very upset over the fact that I couldn't buy my older children. It still gets to me how I couldn't buy them Christmas presents, and they all got together and gathered up everything they could and brought a whole carload of gifts for my children. I am living in a house now with all of my children. I'm working full-time for the Maggie's Place thrift store. Things are amazing. Every aspect of my life is better than 2.5 years ago when I first came here.
When Zeke was just less than a year, I started going to school to do nursing. Now I am an emergency room nurse. I have 2 more kids now, 2 little girls. Zeke is a wonderful big brother to them, and we're doing really well.
When you think about all the babies that have been born and the leaves on the tree and the growth and the expansion and the houses, and I want to see that continue to move forward where we can house more. But now I want to focus on to the roots and the Alumni Center and being able to be a support service. What are we going to do for our Maggie's Place kids, and where can we be an influence on their lives and continue to help parent teenagers and just be more diversified in what we offer? Very idealistic. It would be great if Maggie's Place wasn't needed. It would be awesome if women who found themselves in difficult situations had the family and the support that they could get without needing us. Ever change or not, but in the meantime, we'll be there to provide it.
I will always remember Maggie's Place as one of the hugest blessings that ever happened to me or to my son or to my life. They always will have a huge place in my heart.
I will remember Maggie's Place as being the turning point of my life. It is the time of my life that made everything alive again, helped me become the person that I knew I was inside.
This is a foundation. It's a hand up, it's not a hand out, it's real. It's real love.